but outside of YouTube, it's not really that big. So we still have the primer shell, we still have the toys, that's more interested. These tools is still making more money than ever. So, what are our options? Is this legally considered defamation? Because I'm struggling here. Can someone please tell me just what my options are here? Because we were supposed to launch the toys today. Jake knows what he wants. Jake knows what he thinks he needs. He just wants to be a stupid stand-up comedian and making all that free. He has no idea how much fucking money I spent on that video to scrap it. Jake, I don't think Jake's a problem. I think it's Dawson. You can really push.
That's right. I got that sent to me, and you know what? That was AI. Yeah, that was AI, and I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty damn good AI, wasn't it? That was scary, dude. I thought I had the smoking gun for like 2-3 hours. Swear to God, I was in my room dancing like baby Drizzy, baby Drizzy. But alas, no. That was AI. I kept listening to it for a couple of hours, and I was like, this doesn't. Hold on, wait a second. Why isn't there anybody else in the room talking? You know? And I sent it to a lot of people, too. I was like, does this sound real? Does this sound real? I had somebody on my behalf put it in one of those like AI like scan to see if it's AI things. And it, swear to God, it came back 2% likelihood it's AI. And it's AI. I almost got bamboozled. And I knew it was fishy when I was trying to text the person some more information, you know? And then they weren't responding. And I was like, hey, man, you're going to really fuck up my shit if this isn't real, dude. But I did end up figuring out and concluding that this was fake. And yeah, I'm a dummy. Okay, whoopsie daisies. And I don't know, if you look back at my Ava Tyson video that I made before, you know, shit hit the fan. Well, that was one of my points, you know, is you never want to jump the gun. You know, you always want to vet your sources. You know, I was in an emotional place and I almost jumped the gun. And I almost did not vet my sources, and thank God I did. The AI is getting so crazy, you know, that people can just make shit up and send it to people and go, wow, this is hot off the presses, and it's bullshit. People are you know, making deep fake, you know, adult videos out of people, and that, if it's not a crime, should be. I think it's a crime. I'm pretty sure it's a crime. You know, so as AI in, you know, technology like that gets more and more and more, you know, scary, for the love of God, check your sources. Vet your sources. And make sure the sources you have are good. Because otherwise, you're going to look like an idiot. You know, I came this close to looking like an idiot. I'm an idiot. Hey, I didn't expect you to actually respond. I was messing around thinking it might be funny. Ended up on drama alert or something, but definitely pushed it too far. Bro, you would have fucked my whole shit up. I thought that was the Beast team fucking with my head. You know how paranoid I've been? And then I started singing this dude's praises, man. I was like, you beat the AI test. You made it stutter? This guy made an AI stutter? Look, I have no problem with that guy. I mean, if I ran with it and my credibility tanked, then yeah, that guy would have really pissed me off, but I'm a very forgiving person, so it's all right. I honestly gave him credit. I was like, that was pretty good. That was a damn good AI. You got a good future ahead of you, brother. Just use it for good, all right? What did Uncle Ben say? With great power comes great... Oh! No, that's not what the real Jimmy said. However, the real Jimmy did reach out. Okay? All right? Let's hope this doesn't, you know... Relax. Listen. Jimmy reached out. But before I talk about how the conversation went and what's happening moving forward, I know the weight that all of this has, because Jimmy hasn't publicly responded yet. And as of right now, I'm recording this Wednesday morning, okay? So I don't know if things have changed since the timing of this upload. It should be Friday when this goes up. So let me just talk about why this is so important. Everything I said in Dogpack's video, everything I said in both of my videos, everything I've been saying is my true feelings. That's how I felt, and those are things I saw with my eyeballs and heard with my earballs. And I stand behind all of those things with my full ass chest. Ass chest? And I wanted to talk to you guys. You know, I said in my community notes, you know, which I'm going to tone those down. Sorry about that. But in my community notes, I asked you guys, this is how I think Jimmy should respond publicly to everything. But for me, this is how I'd like it to be handled for me. And I asked you guys, if like he offered me money, what would you guys be okay with? Because I'm iffy about it, dude. Like I've consistently said that I don't care about money. In fact, I have turned down money from Jimmy on multiple occasions. There was a hide and seek video we did, right? I was in 2 out of the 3 hide and seek videos that came out when they were coming out, pretty consistently. And in the first hide and seek video, me and my good buddy Ben Malone, we found each other in the theater room, East Carolina University, and we said to each other, and this used to happen sometimes behind the scenes when I was there, which I don't think this is too crazy. Honestly, I think it's all in good fun. We would say, hey, man, if one of us gets first, let's split it, huh? And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And, that's not terrible and fake. That's just, honestly, I think that makes it more fun because it's, not about winning and losing your money. It's just having a good time. And so on the first one, Ben Malone won, right? And me and Ben were actually the last 2 contestants left. So the fact that it came down to us 2 and we still got to split it, that was really cool. So that was great. So me and Ben split that prize money. In the second hide and seek video, we filmed that on the set of one of the Hunger Games. That was where District 12 was. Me and Ben didn't have that conversation again. Hey, if one of us wins, let's split it, right? We just played the game, And I got out like 6th. Like 6th place. And then Ben Malone won again. I swear to God, that wasn't fake. Ben was the unironic hide-and-seek champion. And when it was over, he said, Jake, I won. You want to split it? And I said, what? No. We didn't have an agreement like that this time. And I got like 6th place. No, that's fine. You keep all the money. And what was that? I think it was like $75,000. And we split that. That's how much? 30 and some change? I don't know. So yeah, I've turned down a lot of money before. Just because it's not about, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about money. I think everybody should just be able to eat food and have a house and get medical care. I hate money so much. Oh, it's ran my life. I hate it. So in that spirit, when solitary confinement was over, yeah, I was upset I didn't get what I thought I was getting. I thought I was getting $300. And I got like a third of that. You take the taxes out, I got, and it was more about the treatment. It was more about how I felt. It was more about feeling like the guy on the street who Jimmy gives money to, and he's supposed to be thankful he got it. And the fact that it was still a mechanism of the game, that's what I didn't like. Nothing to do with money. Yeah, so Jimmy called. Well, he texted. First, I was at a pizza place in Brooklyn. Just eating a pizza. That's what you do at a pizza place in Brooklyn. Oh, where is my Jimmy DM? Oh, where is my Jimmy DM? He said, hey, I wanted to reach out and say I didn't mean to cause you mental stress with that video, and I apologize. Clearly, it had an effect on you. You mentioned you'd like to be paid out the rest of the prize money, the other $190,000. And I'd love to make things right with you. I have zero expectation of you mentioning me sending you this money publicly or taking down any videos. This is just me wanting to help you out and make sure you're good. I just need to know if you still have the same bank or not. We'll send you the money on Monday. Wish you the best. Now, let's talk about that. I didn't want him to make a public spectacle about his apology to me. I still think he owes a massive collective something. An apology, an explanation, just a statement. And as of this moment, more stuff is going to come out. So I think he should wait and publicly say something about everything soon. But he's got to digest everything as it trickles out, right? So for me, the personal apology, the person-to-person thing, there was no lawyers around. It wasn't a spectacle. There was no camera in my face. I respected that. That's how I would have wanted it to go down. But I couldn't take it. I couldn't take 100. And I just couldn't take it because it's still a mechanism of the game. It's still like the rest of the prize money, and that's not what it was about. But the other consistent point I was making was when you have no money. It's not a choice, is it? So I need that money. But I don't want you guys to think that that's going to change how I feel. I don't want you guys to think I'm going to go back on anything I said. I still want Dogpack's videos to come out and shed light on some stories that need to be heard. And I want Rosanna to keep fucking crushing it, that bitch. Oh, she's so fucking... Oh, she's crushing it, dude. I talked to somebody else over there. A good friend who I lost, who was a saint, who broke his ankle. I did not lose him as a friend. In fact, the same night Jimmy called, I had a 3-hour-long conversation on the phone with that guy. And that was lovely. And so, yeah, I'm one of those assholes who does get along with everybody. Isn't that annoying? I swear to God, Dogpack is public enemy number 1 over there. And I love that guy, okay? And then over here, I got Mr. Beast employees texting me saying, Jake, we love you too. Fellas, hey, come on. So, Jimmy texted me that. And I did what I do best. I yap. Oh, I'm a yapper. Oh, I be yapping. I sent Jimmy big, long texts, you know? I sent him big, long texts about how I feel. I sent him big, long texts about why I felt like I had to huff and puff my chest, you know, why I was so scared to come out. I said everything, basically, that I said in all those Dogpack videos. I said them to his face. And he called me, you know? Because when you get that many text messages, like, whoa, hey, let's talk on the phone, okay? So we talked on the phone for a while. And I'm just, for the sake of, look, if I'm building this audience on authenticity, being honest, being genuine, okay? Also crying a lot, that's funny. Yeah, that's my brand, is being honest and crying a lot. You know how many thumbnails I've been in where I'm crying? I've been in a lot of crying thumbnails, Philip DeFranco. I mean, I'm in one Philip DeFranco thumbnail. I'm going to do a reenactment of what our phone conversation between me and Jimmy was. And this is not exactly how it happened. This is a reenactment for the sake of comedy, but this is the crux of what it was. And look, when Jimmy was on the phone, I've seen Jimmy speak at regular hangouts. I've seen Jimmy speak on camera, behind the camera. When I tell you, this is the most human I've ever heard Jimmy speak. So take that as you will. So me and Jimmy are texting a little bit, and then he calls me, and the conversation goes, "Hey, I'm really sorry about all that. That was fucked up, and I should have put you through that. So I have a lot of money. Do you want some? Oh, how much money? How about the rest of the money from the thing? About $190,000. Would you like that? Would you like $190,000? Oh, that's the thing. I know. I don't want you to think that you got to take any videos down. I don't want you to think you're. You don't have to post anything because I don't want it to look like I'm buying you out or you're being silent. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. This is just for me to make things right. I respect that. I appreciate that. But you know how it looks, you know, for you to give me this cash that I desperately need, right? You know, I want my audience to trust me here. You know, I want to remain credible. Yeah, totally. So you don't even like post about it. Don't worry about it. Just take this cash. I just don't counter offer. 50. You save $140,000. You just give me 50. That's going to cover all my debts, some medical bills that I have. I have taxes on the back burner from last year because I'm freelance. And that'll get me back to zero. And I get to keep saying whatever the hell I want. I get to keep being honest. I get to keep being authentic. And I'm not going to worry about you guys coming after me for being myself. Yeah, great. Bank info still the same? So that's the deal. Oh, wow. You took money from Mr. Beast after all that stuff you said? Yeah, I'm a socialist with a smartphone, okay? I didn't just fall out of a coconut tree. This money, this $50,000, well, first of all, you're going to tax it. So let's say it's more like $30,000. I still have, student loans. And that's because I was going to wait to see if Joe Biden was going to get rid of those guys. Sure didn't. Oh, was I a fool in that regard? Thanks, Joe. And all that money is going to go to, stuff I have to pay to live because I live in the best country in the world, you know? So I'm not loaded still. I still have a day job. I still, am barely getting by. And I'm still not monetized either, by the way. I have to meet a watch time threshold before I get to that. And, thanks to you guys' attention span. Speaking of attention spans, I want to apologize again to Chad Cat's community. That was a whoopsie day. I was having a really rough day. And I saw that, he was doing, ADHD versions of my stuff. And I worked really, really hard on my videos where I poured my heart and soul. And I saw it reduced to 7 seconds. And I had an emotional reaction, which was not cool. I tried to make a joke at Jimmy's expense, that people have to consume content like this because Jimmy ruined everybody's brains. And I made a joke that was shitty and cunty. And the audience was like, whoa, what the hell? And Chad Cat couldn't have been nicer, And I went to Chad Cat's Patreon. I gave Chad Cat $1 so I could make sure I told him personally, hey, man, even though I was trying to joke, that came off real shitty. And you got a real dope community. And I even said, I got a video on my channel called Rat Boy Summer where I go in depth on how ADHD fucked my shit up and how thankful I am to be on medication for it. And as just to show you guys' audience, I get it. And now that I know, my deepest apologies. But back to the phone conversation. So we have this agreement. He's gonna give me this money. And listen, as of I'm recording this on Wednesday. I have not received it yet, which is no big deal. Again, I don't give a fuck. Okay. But if and when I do, I'll let you know. I did say before I left. I said, wait, Jimmy, do I have to be nice to Viking? And he goes, what? No. Cool. So watch out for that. I'm too hard on Viking. He's a very easy target. I ended his career with the back of my hand, and I'll do it again. But I still meant what I said when I said every penny I make moving forward is going to be because I earned it. So this $50K is, I swear to God, going to get me back to zero. Maybe not even. It might not even be enough to cover all my debts. Maybe I'll have 2 or 3 stacks left over, as pocket change, okay? So this was not me getting bought out. And to prove I'm not getting bought out, let me just say how I feel some more. Dogpack's next video is going to talk about some very, very serious allegations that I think if you work at Beast, don't work at Beast, fan of his, not a fan of his, people need to come forward about how they've been treated and how they've been affected. Because at the very least, if Jimmy is too big to fail, then maybe that'll make the company a little better. And maybe we'll be watching out for more stuff like that. We got to hold people accountable, myself included. Rosanna, she's doing the Lord's work over there, holding Jimmy accountable. Okay? And I firmly believe those things. And I'm going to keep saying how I vehemently disagree with his business model. I don't think sticking a camera in somebody's face and paying them that way is a good thing to do. And that's just where I come from. And I really hope a lot of stuff gets addressed when Jimmy does finally speak. When it comes to me, Jimmy personally apologized. And he offered me money I wasn't comfortable accepting. But the understanding is he made an attempt to make it right. And I appreciated that. And that was all I needed. But I also got a little bit of change that I felt a little more comfortable taking. And the ability to stay true to myself and exist on this platform. And that, to me, is worth $1 gajillion. And look, if Jimmy is too big to fail, if he is like an oligarch of YouTube, if he is a monarch, a king, that's fine. Let him be the king of YouTube. But if I'm the only one who can actually say whatever I want, I think that makes me the jester. Right? Let me give you a little history lesson on what a jester is. So, the jester was the only person in the kingdom. He was like the king's, guy over here, And he was allowed to say whatever he wanted. He was allowed to say to the king's face jokes about him that were poignant. It's like the people rooted for the jester, and the jester was the only one who didn't get beheaded for saying the things that he said. In fact, maybe even the king liked it, So, look, I'm going to keep talking shit. But I think I'm the only one who might be allowed to do it. So, Jake the Viking better watch out. Because Jake the Jester's here. So, in that regard, I appreciate that. And if you want to see more of my videos, maybe I'll talk about, a story that happened on set that wasn't that cool. Maybe I'll talk about a story on set that was cool. Maybe I won't talk about any of that stuff. Maybe I'll talk about stand-up comedy. Maybe I'll talk about why YouTube is the problem here. YouTube used to be, you're a guy with a camera talking about your day, making silly little videos with your friends. Charlie bit my finger. And now it's just another streaming service. Now it's just Amazon. It's just Netflix. And YouTube. Hey, YouTube. You looking at me? Hey. Get back to your roots. Please. Don't put all your funding into these big fucking guys. You gotta promote your little guys. Okay? And when I say your little guys, I mean your team's of one. Your Drew Goodins, your Curtis Connors, Maybe not your Cody Coes anymore, but it's okay. I'm talking Eddie Burback. Okay, that guy's doing great work. YouTube needs to feel like it's run by regular people like it used to. But if you want to go the whole streaming service route, then get the WGA involved, okay? If you want to play with the big boys, you got to get the unions involved. Because if you want to make Amazon money, if you want to make Netflix money, and you're going to let the YouTubers run it, people are going to get hurt, okay? Do I have to explain this? It's easy to see. Why am I the only one saying this? Anyway, yeah. That's where I'm coming from, okay? I received an apology. I turned down some cash. And I am still not monetized. And if you want to fix that, if you want to help me grow on this platform that I love deeply, then like and subscribe. All that jazz. I appreciate it.